Hello. Welcome to the USDA Agricultural Marketing Service webinar showcasing the key changes to Dairy Program's Plant Survey Inspection Program. Dairy Program strives to continue to evolve with industry advancements and position ourselves as a proactive partner in ensuring the quality and integrity of USDA-approved dairy products. Dairy Program strives to continue to provide services that are relevant, efficient, and adaptable to industry needs, while maintaining the highest standards in the quality of dairy products. On the agenda today, we will be covering an overview of the Plant Survey Inspection Program. We'll start with the big picture of the program, its purpose, and why it continues to play such an important role. We'll discuss nonconformance ratings and how DGB evaluates nonconformances, what the new ratings mean, and how they will impact USDA plant status. We will review how plant statuses are assigned and how assignments change based on inspection findings. We'll discuss the rolling plant survey inspection process, who is eligible for it, how it works, and how this approach adds value and efficiency for both the plant and the USDA. We'll address a major product acceptance change in source ingredient acceptance. And lastly, we will take a look at the updated plant survey forms, what's changed and how they'll make understanding the inspection report easier, as well as correcting necessary items more efficient. The Plant Survey Program is a voluntary inspection service designed to provide an objective, unbiased evaluation of dairy manufacturing plants. Its purpose is to ensure compliance and highlight areas for improvement with established requirements for quality, sanitation, and operations. These standards are outlined in the 7 CFR 58, Subpart B, General Specifications for Dairy Plants Approved for USDA Inspection and Grading Service. Through this program, facilities are evaluated on how well they meet these guidelines. To support both the industry and our inspectors, the PS manual is intended to serve as a comprehensive reference, offering information and clarification on topics related to participation in the program and ensures our inspection process is applied consistently across the industry. An important update to the way DGB evaluates findings during a plant survey are nonconformance ratings. In the past, ratings were given an alphabetical system and matrix rating. To make ratings more consistent with industry standards, we've streamlined the rating process. There are now just 3 categories. The shift away from the old letter system to clearer terminology makes it easier for plants, inspectors, and stakeholders to communicate, track, and address nonconformances more effectively. Critical nonconformances are the most serious nonconformances. They include imminent health hazards caused by conditions that present a biological, chemical, or physical food safety or food defense risk. Because of the severity, critical nonconformances require immediate corrective action. A major nonconformance is a condition, practice, step, or procedure that may not present a direct food safety, food defense, or imminent health hazard on its own, but has the potential to affect food safety or the product's intended use due to the loss or lack of verifiable control. These nonconformances are significant and must be corrected promptly to prevent them from developing into critical concerns. A minor nonconformance is a condition, practice, step, or procedure that does not fully comply with food safety or food defense requirements, yet doesn't rise to the level of major or critical nonconformances. These nonconformances typically don't pose an immediate risk, but still require correction to prevent more serious nonconformances or reoccurrence. To compare the new nonconformance rating to the alphabetical rating, a critical nonconformance will compare to the current A deficiency. Major nonconformances will compare to the current B deficiency, and the C, D, and E deficiencies will be most comparable to the minor nonconformance. When USDA inspects a plant, it will be given one of four designations: approved, probationary, ineligible, or no status assigned. This change removes the four designations of acceptance levels and replaces it with only two. These statuses reflect the plant's level of compliance with the USDA general specifications. Approved status means the plant fully meets the USDA general specifications. No critical or major nonconformances are found during the inspection. With this status, the plant is eligible for all USDA grading services. They are listed on the USDA Dairy Plant Surveyed and Approved for Grading Services list, and no immediate follow-up inspection is required unless future nonconformances develop. Probationary status is given when a plant has nonconformances that need correction. This could be one major nonconformance or several minor nonconformances. The plant is assigned probationary status between 10 days and 3 months, depending on severity and during which a reinspection is required. The plant may continue to participate in USDA grading services unless otherwise specified. The ineligible status will be assigned to plants that have one critical or two major nonconformances on a plant survey inspection. The issuance of an ineligible removes the plant's ability to receive USDA grading services, and the affected product codes will be removed from the USDA approved plant list. However, if the plant is able to correct all of the critical and major nonconformances before the end of the inspection, the plant may be able to prevent an ineligible status and would instead receive a probationary status. Products manufactured since the last survey inspection will be considered ineligible. However, to limit the product affected by an ineligible status, the USDA has determined if the plant is issued an ineligible and submits documentation identifying a specific date after the last survey that proves safe quality conformance with preventive maintenance records, then ineligibility will be limited to the date identified in the documents. This significant change limits the product that will be deemed as not USDA approved and will allow plants the ability to continue to utilize more product as USDA approved. No status assigned is only issued to plants that do not meet USDA's general specifications during the initial or a partial survey, or if a plant removes a product code. To compare the current status to the new status, full status and approved 6 months will now just be approved. Approved 3 months and probationary 10 days will be probationary. Ineligible will remain comparable to ineligible, and no status assigned will remain comparable to no status assigned. An optional plant survey inspection for resident grading services is the rolling plant survey inspection. This inspection is a proactive approach that allows DGB to work alongside the plant during times of scheduled maintenance and downtime to reduce the overall inspection times for the USDA plant surveys, increasing efficiency and time management. One of the most significant changes is source ingredients. Accepted source ingredients will now include Grade A bovine dairy products and ingredients from U.S.-based domestic plants on the IMS list for Grade A plants, with product codes equivalent to USDA Dairy Grading Branch approved codes. Please note that a plant may request source ingredients derived from domestic Grade A products without an IMS listed product code be reviewed on a case-by-case basis for acceptance by DGB. The plant survey forms used during inspections have been updated as well. These updates are designed to make surveys clearer, easier to follow, and more effective in identifying compliance strengths as well as areas that need attention. we'll take a closer look at the three main forms: executive summary page, plant survey pages, and quality assessment document. The executive summary page will be replacing the cover page and C page. It provides a brief overview that summarizes the key findings and observations of the inspection report. The executive summary page highlights the facility's assigned status, identifies areas of improvement, and identifies any critical or major nonconformances. The purpose of this page is to give stakeholders a summary of the inspection results and high priority corrective actions. The executive summary consists of 2 pages. The first page provides general information of the inspected plant, plant's assigned status, and then a list of the key inspection findings. These findings can include, but are not limited to, identifying critical and/or major nonconformances. The second page includes a list of inspected product codes along with the total number of any critical and/or major nonconformances for each code, previous survey inspection information, and notates which samples were collected for laboratory testing. Lastly, major improvements accomplished by the plant will be notated. For an example, expansion of the bulk milk receiving facilities, construction of a new warehouse, or installation of a new separator. The plant survey pages have been updated and include new features. The plant survey pages will no longer have item numbers that are associated to the soon-to-be archived plant survey manual, such as A25, which currently identifies lighting and ventilation for raw product storage. Instead, links are now provided to allow direct reference and access to the corresponding CFR regulations by hyperlink. There are 2 columns to reflect the inspection item's status, with S identifying satisfactory and U identifying for unsatisfactory items. For satisfactory items, we use a check mark to show that the item was inspected and found to comply. NI stands for not inspected, and NA stands for not applicable. For unsatisfactory items, we have 4 options: critical, major, minor with an asterisk, which signals that it could become major if not corrected, and lastly, a standard minor nonconformance. This system ensures that findings are consistently classified and easily understood. The quality assessment document is a new form that is being introduced to the program. This is a formal record used to track repeated critical and major nonconformances across 2 consecutive plant surveys. It documents the nonconformances, their root causes, the corrective actions taken by the facility. The QAD is an important tool for continuous improvement. By identifying reoccurring nonconformances and documented corrective actions, it helps ensure long-term preventive maintenance plans and accountability. Thank you for your time and interest in the Dairy Program Plant Survey Inspection Program. If you would like further information or have any questions, please reach out to the Dairy Program Grading Branch's National Field Office at dairyinfo@usda.gov or by phone at 630-437-5073. Thank you again, and we look forward to working with you in the near future.